What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be making some delicious chicken meatballs. I got this on littlespicejar.com. Right there. Firecracker chicken meatballs. I have hair on me. So let's just go ahead and get started by mixing up our ground chicken with some eggs, breadcrumbs, panko breadcrumbs, salt, pepper. But let's get started by getting our large bowl. And you need 1.5 to 2 pounds of ground chicken, or you can do ground turkey if you prefer turkey. And then this 2 pounds of ground chicken right here. Ground chicken, yeah, made in Arizona. So I gotta peel this open. There's our ground chicken. This is 1 pound, and then I have another one here. So 2 pounds in total. Oof, a little bit, it's a little wet. There we go. Okay, so now we are just going to mix up our ground chicken with 2 large eggs, 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. I have some salt, pepper, paprika, onion powder. I have about 4 to 5 large garlic cloves minced up. Minced garlic. Okay, so let's just go ahead and mix these ingredients up. Let me show you guys the process here. And I'm just going to add the 2 pounds of chicken, ground chicken. Oopsie, it's a little paper stuck to the bottom. Gotta remove that. Add this here. Just like so, and take this paper off as well. Oh yeah, it's very wet, very wet chicken. So I'm gonna use my hands actually to mix this up. It's just a lot easier to do that. My hands are clean, so I'm gonna be adding these seasonings here to our bowl. Some of it gets caught on the bottom of the ramekin. And then garlic, did extra garlic as always, can't help myself. Okay, and then 2 large eggs, and then we need 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs, which is a Japanese style breadcrumb, my favorite. 1 cup of that. Perfect. This bowl might be a little bit too small, but I'll work with it. So I'm just gonna mix this up, and I'm not gonna over mix it, otherwise the meatballs will turn out a little bit dry. So we're gonna mix it until just combined. So I'm just gonna feel it out. Feel it out with my hand. So it's very cold, very, very cold. So I'm just gonna make sure to get all of it mixed up, oopsie. And then we will go ahead and form our little meatballs. I think this recipe said it can make about 30 meatballs. Ooh, it's so cold. Oh my word. Ooh, it's so cold. Very cold. All right, it is almost completely mixed up. I am just going to do a few more rounds here, and then I will stop mixing. That is perfect ground meatball mixture. So that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hand, and then we can start by forming our meatballs. Okay guys, for the hot sauce, you're gonna need 1/2 cup of any hot sauce of your choice. I went ahead and chose Frank's Red Hot classic hot sauce. Let's go ahead and open this up. So we need 1/2 cup of this. If I can open it. Frank's hot sauce. Let me try it. That's good. That is really good, wow. Delicious. Okay, so gonna need a separate bowl. I have that right here with about 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt and 1/4 teaspoon of chili flakes as well. So let's go ahead and add 1/2 cup of this hot sauce into the bowl. And we are going to heat this up on a skillet on a medium-low heat. So half a cup here. And we're gonna let it simmer on a low heat until it thickens up. But I'm just gonna go ahead and combine all the ingredients in this bowl to make it easier to transfer to the skillet. So we need 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Finally was able to open up the bottle. It was really stuck on there. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of this. 1 and 2. And then we need 1 cup of light brown sugar. So wipe this little tablespoon measurement off. I'm gonna use it to transfer some brown sugar in this cup measurement here. So we need 1 cup of this light brown sugar packed full. Brown sugar smells so good. I love this little jar to keep my brown sugar in. Helps it, it prevents it from drying out. Keeps it nice and moist. So add this to the bowl. Okay, and then that is the ingredients that we need for our sauce. I'm just gonna mash it down and kind of just gently mix it. You don't have to do this, but just to make it easier to transfer to the skillet, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix it up. I'm gonna go ahead and put this over near the skillet. But yeah, here's the sauce. Here's our sauce. So I'm gonna transfer this over to the skillet over here, turn it on a medium-low heat, and we're gonna let this simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes. But actually, before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and form our meatballs with you. So I'm gonna grab my baking sheet with parchment paper, and we are just going to simply form our meatballs. Put the lid back on my apple cider vinegar. Also, we're gonna wanna preheat the oven to 475 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. 475. Okay. And let's go ahead and just form our meatballs. To form them, about 3 tablespoons each meatball. So I'm just going to do my best to eyeball it here. I'm gonna make them kind of large because it's a lot of ground chicken here. And yeah, just gonna make them kind of big. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a good size. You guys saw that? Yeah, it's a good size right there. Not until I get all of the ground chicken formed into little meatballs. Yeah, perfect. That one's a little bit too big, but just going to keep forming these meatballs here. And the recipe did say to prepare 2 baking sheets. I only prepared 1, but if I need to, I will go ahead and grab another baking sheet. Because this is a lot of chicken. Okay, I'm gonna do this one with you guys, and then I will finish the remaining off of camera. Make it a little bit faster. Okay guys, I went ahead and finished all of the meatballs. Here's the chicken meatballs. I made 19 meatballs in total, so I'm gonna be baking these on 475 degrees Fahrenheit. Go ahead and put them in the oven for about 15 minutes, I'd say, 13 to 15 minutes. But as always, just make sure it's fully cooked through. But yeah, once the oven is preheated, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven, and we can go ahead and get started by heating up our sauce. So the oven is almost preheated. Okay guys, the oven is preheated, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these meatballs in there. On the middle rack here. I'm just gonna set a timer for 20 minutes, but I'm gonna keep an eye on them. Set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, counting down.
Okay guys, now I'm going to go ahead and start the skillet on a medium-low heat, and I'm just going to allow that to simmer for about 15 minutes until it's nice and thick. And then once we remove it from the heat, it will also get thicker as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the sauce on the skillet with you guys. Alrighty, fix my camera here. Okay, I have a large skillet. Gonna turn this on a, medium heat. Just like so. Fix you guys a little bit. Here we go. Perfect. And we're just gonna add our sauce to the skillet here. Gonna let this come to a nice little simmer. And we're just gonna keep stirring it and let it get nice and thick for about 15 minutes. Okay guys, so the sauce is getting nice and bubbly around the edges. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat down just a little bit to more of like a low heat. And we're gonna let that simmer for, once again, 13 to 15 minutes. So I'm gonna stir it up. Well, let me show you guys here. As you can see, it's nice and bubbly around the edges. So just gonna mix it a little bit with my spatula. Actually, I'm gonna get a whisk. This one. Kind of whisk it up a little bit. And I'm gonna turn the heat down to like a low heat. And gonna let this simmer. Okay guys, so yeah, we have about 15 to 16 minutes left on the timer here. So perfect timing. We're gonna let that simmer on a really low heat for about 15 minutes. And then I'm gonna take it off the heat and let it cool down a little bit. And then we're gonna take the chicken meatballs out of the oven. We're going to drizzle the sauce all over the meatballs. And then we're gonna put them back in the oven for, let me check here. Yeah, we're gonna take them out, brush the sauce on the meatballs, and then put it back in the oven for 1 to 2 minutes. So as you can see guys, the sauce is nice and bubbly. Wanted to give you a close-up. Smells really, really good, and it is getting thicker. It's on the lowest heat setting as possible right now. Gonna give this a few more minutes, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and take it off the heat because it will get thicker once it cools off as well. Turned off the heat. So as you can see, it's nice and thick. And the timer went off, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the meatballs out of the oven. Smells so good. And we are going to brush the sauce all over the meatballs. I'm gonna save some sauce to top it off at the end, but I am gonna drizzle a little bit of sauce on the meatballs, brush a little bit on them, and put them back in the oven. All right guys, went ahead and brushed sauce all over the top. I'm gonna place them back in the oven for about 3 minutes. Okay guys, the meatballs are done, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the oven really quick. Smells delicious. These delicious meatballs with the hot sauce on the top. Sizzling beautifully, it smells so good. Wow, nice, beautiful color as well. Okay guys, so I just plated it up with some rice and topped it with some more sauce and some basil. Smells so delicious. And they look so cute. I like the color of them. So, and this is just basmati rice. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this open. See the inside. Ooh, yum. Inside of our meatballs. I might put some more sauce on it, depending on how it tastes, but yum. Hot. That is so delicious. Wow. And I love that sauce. So tender, flavorful, crunchy on the bottom. Well, not crunchy, but you know, a little bit crispy, I guess you could say. That black part. So good. Wow. And that sauce is like sweet and spicy. This is perfect. Especially with the rice. Prop my leg up a little bit. Water with lime to drink. Cheers. Refreshing. Guys, this is so good. Look at that. Beautiful little meatball. So delicious. So delicious. Super hot. Forgot to turn the oven off. Whoops. Yeah, guys, this is definitely something I'd make again. So simple and very flavorful. So delicious. You see the steam? So hot. Last one? Last one? And like chunks of garlic. Sorry I'm quiet. Excuse me. Sorry I'm quiet, it's just so good. Well done. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you like this simple and delicious chicken meatball recipe, and that sauce is so delicious. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.